Welcome back to the Inares Center in Montalban here in Rizal. And on your screens, the starters for the Chery Tiggo with Jamie La Victoria. Take a look at the Capital1 starters. Capital, of course, making a lot of noise. Spotted her, yes.
We spotted her
yes,
here in Montalban.
Right. So the live audience happy to see their idol here. But of course, she is still doing her duties with the national team. So this is just a preseason meet that we're watching right now as we get started with a first point action. And this is the debut for Chery. Good first ball. Quick action, and we're seeing now these teams trying out of course one of the stars of NU during her time. Oh, wow, what an entrance. What an entry for Cez Robles right away.
Robles, of course, usually coming off the bench most of the time and just making that impact.
For Chery Tiggo. But this is, again, it's a time to experiment because Alina Becar was doing quite well.
Yes.
Doing a lot of good plays. And here's a chance now for Chery Tiggo again for the counter. Good pickup by Shola Alvarez. And that paid off. Australia with a finish. Floater handled by Robles. Adora four. Solo block by Robles. Australia. Set points here. What timing. Another floater. Tough serves from Tolenada. Looking for Genesis. Blockers were there. Another chance here. Quick conversion, but Tolenada
Still good.
One keeps the ball in play. That was a botched play there for Chery. Here's a chance for a point and a win. And it's just fitting that Shola Alvarez scores the winning point in that first set because she was working overtime both in offense and defense. Got one last time. Point of the set brought to you by Myra. Be brighter, brighter with Myra's Vitamin Power Brightening Lotion.
Set number 2 for Chery.
We haven't even seen action from
Pauline Gaston.
Pauline Gaston.
Right. That he's seeing from his team. He keeps mentioning going back to the system here.
Well, that's certainly off system. Genesis with a pickup. Back row attack. And there is a check ball.
This is known to be one of the power attackers here for the Capital1 Solar Spikers. Also coming from set 1 as well.
Oh, another point off the block. So Hernandez now contributing. Jean Soreño has had quite a game today.
Ooh, good swing.
Yeah, good pickup there by Tolenada. Another chance here for Chery. Another good swing. That one's a go. And Ivy Hernandez will score point number 6 on the court.
Yep, she has a full front row. Let's see how she will strategize here.
Again, that system play. Coach Norman Miguel was happy about that.
Lack of wrist action in that sequence. Good receive.
One-handed set. Robles is blocked. One more chance for Cez. Genesis saves that ball. Here's Shola Alvarez. One more time for Alvarez. Good D. Robles blocked. Nunag. And you know, you credit Nunag there for her saves and allowing for that rally to go on.
Right. Amy Hernandez just finishing off that rally with that beautiful power tip. Take a look at that.
Shola Alvarez. And that is game or set. for Chery in the second frame. Capital 1, hindi sila nagpaiwan in the second set. As we take a look at that point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. The third set, and like we said, we're split now, and both teams really well matched today. Australia sending it over. Good defense. Angelina taking care of that one. And that is off the hands.
Clean attack, no block, that wrist action. Perfect swing by Pauline Gaston.
Genesis is blocked. Good defense from Capital 1. There the floor again. Needed where she was. One more time for Trisha. Soft. Good read by Soreño. From the back row. There the floor again. Anticipating where she needed to be. That one got away from Doromal. And what a rally, Jamie.
Really have the momentum here in set number 3. But Roma Doromal, unfortunately, touching that attack.
Genesis. Good save there by Robles.
That's a good set.
So Genesis gets multiple chances, but we're seeing good blocking from Chery. Running attack again, this time picked up by Australia. And Abu with the defense. Let's see where Bicar will go. 3 times. Third one is charm for Pauline Gaston, and the crowd loving that action. Well, the whole Canara Center really appreciating that last sequence. To this kind of play, kaya yun ang nakikita natin. But we're all very happy to see Pauline Gaston on the court. I'm sure people here in Montalban wanting to see Abby Maraño back on the court as well. But April Tapia is a new entry here.
Not a lot of middle attacks we're seeing from Pia Abu as well.
Ooh.
Serve yet again by Maraño.
Oh!
Pauline Gaston.
Wow, everything is working now for Chery Tiggo. Defensive block. And all but over after that 11-1 run. To you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Just really meant to be a preview of things to come when the real season kicks in. The official season.
Right, and Baby Jean Soreño has had the starting unit here in all sets, as we see a rare error by Alina Bicar.
Focusing on better execution from one point to the next. Let's see if they can keep up against the crossovers. Back to you, Cheeky and Jamie.
First set was won by Capital 1, 25-20.
Good by Baby Jean.
Doromal. Save there. Not Genesis. Couldn't keep it in place. Abu with the defense. Reading Robles there. Genesis. Robles again. Rebound. One more chance. Bicar. Back set. Maraño with a running attack picked up there. Great defense. Good exchanges. And Robles going off speed. Good read there by Capital 1. Play continues. Longest rally. Robles again. Fine, she gets it. And this girl will not quit. Wow. multiple attempts.
Yep.
In Bella Belen, right? Will happen before you know it. So a lot of anticipation for that. And I'm sure a lot of people wanted to see how baby Jean Soreño would fare in her first professional game. As we take a look at this rally. And Soreño, she has not disappointed. Pauline Gaston in the front row for Chery Tiggo. And as you mentioned, Jamie, she is a spark plug. Things happen when she is on the floor.
Good cover.
Good save by Cesc Robles there. Oh, this time by Pauline Gaston. And Soreño again, picked up by Galdones that time. Genesis blocked. Niegos from the other side. And that is definitely off the block. Deloria will get her check ball this time. No questions asked.
There's been a lot of difficulty in terms of receive that we're seeing for Chery Tiggo crossovers, which means that the Capital 1 Solar Sparkers have been serving tough in set number 4.
Good first ball. Genesis with that approach.
Good touch.
Picard, quick! Oh! Ball still alive though. Abu there with an excellent block. And that one got away from Chery Tiggo. And another chance here for Capital 1. Second chance for Chery Tiggo to cap this. Outside, untouched. And that is it official?
They will have a challenge, of course.
Yeah.
That needs to be more polished as we see a clear attack